Bloom News Brief. More info at fullandbloom.com. In today's Full and Bloom News Brief, we're going to pivot just a bit in order to share a story I personally enjoyed. During a conversation on the Smartless podcast, actor George Clooney talked about one of his more outrageous pranks. A link to the entire interview can be found in the description. Clooney said, "You have to understand, I had gone through a bad breakup, and I was living in Richard Kind's apartment. I was an unemployed actor, and he was doing the Carol Burnett show, the remake. And I watched Jeopardy, and Richard thinks he's a genius at Jeopardy, so I would watch the East Coast feed, and then he would come home, and I would know all the answers for the West Coast feed. He still, to this day, until he hears this, will have thought that I was the greatest Jeopardy player in the history of Jeopardy, and it's all horse shit. Richard, if you're listening, fuck you." So I would be home and I had nothing to do, and he had this little tiny kitten. He would sleep with it on his chest and he would call it Kitty. I go into the bathroom and there's this kitty litter box next to the toilet and it's got cat shit in it. I scoop it up and flush it down the toilet. I was just trying to be a friend at this point. I go in and I'm watching Jeopardy and Richard comes home. He goes to the bathroom and he says, "My little kitty has not taken a shit in 3 days." And I don't say anything. I don't know why. I just don't say anything. I'm just like, all right. The next day, the cat takes a shit, and I flush it down the toilet. Richard checks again, and this goes on for like 4 or 5 more days. Then he takes the cat to the vet, and they give him like this kitty Metamucil to clean its colon. Now this kitty starts shitting like 15 times a day, and I'm scooping and scooping. I got nothing to do. I'm reading like Hardcastle and McCormick auditions. Richard keeps checking. He flips the cat on its back and says, "Feel its stomach. Does it feel right to you?" I keep scooping up the cat shit, and then after a couple of weeks, the light bulb goes off, and I realize what I must do, which is to take a shit in the cat box. Now there is this moment where I squatted down over the cat box where I'm going, really? It's good, but I'm not sure this is how I want to be remembered. So I'm watching Jeopardy. Richard comes home. We're talking for a minute. He goes in the bathroom. He's in there for like a minute, and I don't hear anything at all. And all of a sudden I hear, "Oh my God, Kitty!" He comes running out and he goes, "You're not going to believe it. Come see this." The cat is like 6 inches long. It's a tiny cat. I go to the bathroom with him and I literally have tears rolling down. I'm laughing so hard. And slowly he figures it out. He realizes I've been shoveling out the cat shit and he gets madder and madder. Finally, he's like, "I understand humor, but defecation does not make me laugh." More news at fullandbloom.com.